Hi friends, welcome back to my session. And before of this session, we had created one virtual Windows Server 2019. Okay, so as I didn't show how to connect to that virtual machine, so in this session, I will show to you how to connect to that Windows Server. At the same time, I am going to create another virtual machine in the Linux. Okay, so just without wasting our time, just to quickly jump into session. And as I in the last session, as I already created the Windows virtual machine. Okay, this is the mission which I had created in the earlier session. Okay, just to open the mission, and what are the things which can be able to see, just you can explore the you can explore the options which are available here. Okay, if you want to restart the mission from here, you can be able to restart, and if you want to stop, you can stop here, and if you want to delete, you can delete here, and if you want to refresh, you can refresh here. And as I already told you, this is created on the resource means resource group, dev test resource group, and the status is running, and the subscription is pay as you go, and the subscription is generally used for the billing purpose. Without subscription, without valid subscription, we can't be able to create any resources. Okay, and operating system Windows Center 2009, and the size is one virtual CPU and 3.5 GB memory, and this is the public IP address. Suppose if you want to check whether this public IP is pinging or not, just cmd command prompt from your local machine, just ping IP, as this machine will be pinging or not. Okay, though why it is not pinging, just we will have a look on it. Okay, as it is, I am going to refresh. Okay, fine, no worries. And this is created on the virtual network, as I already opened the RDP protocol in order to access. Just copy the public IP and open the RDP protocol. RDP is a remote desktop connection, so which is by default comes along with the Windows operating system. It is Windows remote protocol only. So if you want to connect any mission remotely, just type the IP address of that particular mission, just click on connect, so it will be redirected to the mission. So it is asking the credentials. If it is asking credentials, it is trying to connect. So what the username I had set, dev tester. Okay, password as I already set, the same thing I am going to mention here. Okay, just click on OK. Okay, don't ask me again for connection complete. Yes. So right now I will be able to connect to the Windows 2019 server which I had been created in the Azure. So this is the way. So there are several ways to connect to the machine, but for Windows majority we are using the RDP protocol only. So right now I am going to log on into the mission. Okay. So it will take some time to get it loaded. Once it loaded, I will show to you. So in the meanwhile, so just please have a look. In the meanwhile, just go, and yes, the server has been opened. Okay, and no. Okay, this is the mission. Suppose if you open the my computer, so go to this PC, and along with two disks will be created, the C drive per operating system and the temporary D. So it is not recommended to install any data, or means to keep any data under the D drive. And you have the C drive with you, and if you this PC with you, if you want to check the properties of the machine, you can be able to check here. So it is Windows 2000 and data center. Okay, so these are the things, and it is a work group, everything you will be able to check from here. Okay, which mission we are going? Windows Server 2019. So this is the way we need to create the mission, means virtual server on the environment. As I'm canceling this, okay, cancel. Okay, fine. Fine, if I want to delete the mission, yes, that will be possible, and delete. So I'm going to delete the mission. Okay, apply force delete for selected virtual mission, the virtual mission scale set, enter delete. Okay, the mission will be deleted. Yes. Okay, in the meanwhile, what we will do, we are going to create one more virtual mission in the Linux. Okay, create Azure virtual mission. What are the options are there? We had already discussed in the last session. Just keep in mind. With quickly, I am going to create a mission. Okay, the resource group, the dev tester resource group, and the virtual mission is Linux Linux VM. Okay, we need to set the unique name, so that's why I just mentioned this once. Okay, Linux VM. I am going to select in the US region only. So availability zone is no redundancy required, and the standard security type is enough for me. And I am going to select the Red Hat Linux. Okay, Red Hat is the one of the Linux flavored OS. Okay, and VM architecture it is 64-bit only, and the size is the same size as I earlier used. So DS1 V2 account type SH public key or password, SH public key or password. So either by using the SH public key or either by using the password, you will be able to connect to the, okay. Azure now automatically generates a SSH key pair for you and allows you to store it for further purpose. It is fast, simple, and secure way to connect to your virtual machine. Okay, I am going to create the SSH public key only. Okay, fine. The password and Azure user. So generate a new key pair. Suppose if you want to uh, generate a SSH key pair, means you can use this option, Azure user. Otherwise, if you want to set the password, yeah, with the help of the password also we can be able to connect. So password username dev tester as usual, the same username I will set, and I am going to set some password. Otherwise, if you want to show to me through SSH public key, okay, I will show to you. Generate a new key pair. Okay, um, username is dev tester. SSH is public key will be generate new key pair and RSS format. Okay, and the key pair name key pair Azure key pair. Okay, inbound roles by default we need to enable 32 SSH. So disks, so which disk you want, premium or okay, I for standard HDD is enough for me, so I will be enable this option delete with VM. Okay, and networking, under which virtual network we are going to create. So we have the virtual network is there, as we already created virtual. Okay, the dev tester network, find the subnet, the same subnet which the alert mission has been created. I am going to use the same subnet, and NIC security is basic. Okay, the inbound port 22 will be allowed, and delete IP and NIC address when the VM is deleted. I am just enable this option. Accelerated network is not required, and I am not going to create the mission under behind of any load balancer. So that's why I selected the option none. So the management, so here I don't need to enable any option. By default I will make everything is default. So monitoring, so as it is created for the lab purpose, so that's why the proper monitoring is not required for this VGM. So that's why I just I'm not using any options, but I will leave the default options. So advanced options, so have different options are there, review plus create. So just we need to create, once the validation has been passed successfully, it will it will show the option to create the mission, download private key. Okay, yes, key pair is nothing but two keys will be generated, one is public key and the second one is private key. the public key will be with the Azure only, and the private key is shared with us. So with the help of the private key, we can be able to access. Okay, return to create virtual machine. Okay, so if you go to downloads, .pem file will be created. Okay, this is the PEM file. The deployment is in progress. Putty gen. So putty gen, actually we have the two types of keys are there. .ppk file and a .pem. So if we have the .ppk, then we are going to use with the putty. Suppose if I have the .pem file, then I have the option to convert the .pem file into .ppk file. So how I will be able to convert? With the help of putty gen. So if I open the putty gen, I'm going to load an existing private key file. Okay, I'm just load the file where it is in downloads, devtest putty key. Okay, open. It is a ppk. So save private key. Are you sure? Yes. Dev test Azure underscore private key underscore private key. Okay, Azure underscore private key in ppk format. Okay, it will be saved in the ppk format only. Okay, close. So go to resource. Fine. Okay, here also you can find the options which are related to the virtual machine. Here from the portal as well you will be able to connect. Okay, here you will be able to connect, but for the lab purpose I am showing to, we have the sh client is there. Putty is the sh client. With the help of the putty we will be able to connect. So what is the public IP? This is the public IP. Okay, fine. SSH auth credentials. Here you just need to upload the private key. So which private key? So dev test private key. So where it is? Dev test underscore put key. Azure underscore private key. This is the key na private key. It is a ppk file. Okay, open. So it will be connected. So login as which username I had set? Dev tester. Enter. Okay, non-support authentication protocols. Okay, fine. So do one thing. Just to open the putty. So fine. Uh, Go to SSH auth credentials private key for authentication. Okay, browse, go downloads, select the private key. Dev tester putty key. Okay, open. Login as dev tester. Okay, as it is still refusing, so we just need to have the basic troubleshooting. So why it has been rejected? So go to this Windows, downloads, Azure key pair. So we need to select the Azure key pair. Okay, okay, fine. I will do needful. So putty, this is the IP address, and go to SSH and go to authenticator credentials private key, browse. So go to downloads. So here you need to select all files. So Azure Keeper, just select open. Okay. Login as dev tester. Control D is the option to exit or log out. So why it is not taking? So just putty host name is, am I mistaking any host name? Yes. So public IP address only I am mentioning. So public IP address and go to SSH authentication credentials browse. So which thing you are going to select? That ppk files only. Okay. So we can select with the Azure putty key, Azure private key. So Azure private key, it will taken or not. We will check dev tester. Okay, as it is not accepting, just to go putty. So copy the IP address, load, not load, just go to sh auth credentials browse. So dev tester putty key. Okay, just have a look on this whether it will be connected or not. Dev tester dev, no support authentication methods, all servers and packages. Okay, so why it is showing like this? Maybe any issue with this? I'm just refreshing it, and the hibernate disabled as I already enabled the SSH. So still there is issue. Okay, putty. No, it will never accept. So I need to find out the reason why it is not able to connect. True, generally it will be able to connect. So okay, and we need to select auth credentials. Okay, certificate to use the private key. Private key file for authentication. Here only we need to select. So where I need to select Azure private key, or so Azure private key only. So connect. So as username is there any other username that I had him set? I hope no. So I just need to check dev tester. Okay. Okay, no worries. I will refer, I will tell you in the next session. So right now I will do one thing. I am just deleting this. Delete. So I'm going to create the another virtual machine in the Linux. Okay. Dev test. No infrastructure is required and the standard is enough, and I am going to select the red hat. Okay, red hat. Want to know red hat enterprise Linux? Okay, fine. Okay, then after that the same thing I'm going to sh public user. So right now I'm using this dev tester password. Okay, okay, disk. If you leave everything, it will be taking the default things. So if you want any customization, then only you need to select the options. Okay, there is by default options are there. Networking. So dev test networking. Okay, subnet same subnet. Okay. So by default auto shutdown. Okay. Delete public IP and nick when VM is deleted. Okay, fine. So review plus create. So right now it is costing of 6.0732 per hour. So validation has been passed. It will create the Linux mission. So it will take some time to get it created. So once it has been created, I will show to you how to connect. So with the same SSH client only, we will be able to connect to the virtual machine. As we already opened the SSH port, deployment is in progress. Once the machine has been successfully deployed, we will get the public IP. So with the help of public IP, we will be able to connect. So go to, so right now there is no missions are there. One mission is in the progress to create, so we need to wait for some time. So here there is a notification alert is there. So here we have already successfully deleted the Linux virtual machine 1.1. So and the Linux VM 2.2.2 is still in progress to create. Once it has been created here, then we can be able to get the options to explore. So there are different options are there to check whether the virtual machine is created under which virtual group, which virtual network, and which subnet, and what are the properties, everything. So here the public IP has been allocated. Just get the public IP and go to putty. Okay, fine. Public IP I'm going to create. Okay, SSH authentication credentials. Okay, accept. Login as dev tester. Password is asking now. So what you need to enter is password, as I already said. Okay, right now I am entering to this VM. So if you want to log in as a root user, sudo -i. So here you are logged as a root user. Root user is the main user who will be able to do anything. He can be able to do anything on the virtual machine because of he has all the rights to do the things. Okay, and if I want to update anything, m update -y, it will be updated each and everything. So here if it is not a sudo user, if I want to install any application, before that I need to add sudo. So right now it is in the updating state because of m update by -y. It is a command which is used to update the things. Okay, it will updates. If any recent updates are there, it will be updated on backend. So this is the way we are going to create the Linux machine, and at the same time with the help of the SSH client only we will be able to connect. Okay, as it is updated here, based of this you can be able to see the progress bar up to 93% it has been updated. It will update each and everything. Okay guys, hope the session you are enjoying the session, and we will meet up in the next section with the new topic. Thank you. Thank you for joining the session. Signing off. We will meet up in the next session. Okay. Bye bye.